Assalamualaikum and hi Miss K. As for this parent assignment, we will present to you an interesting and unique tourist attraction in Botswana, which is the Tsodilo Hills. Before we start our presentation, we would like to introduce ourselves. My name is Siti Khadija and this is my partner, Siti Mardia. So, let's get started. The Tsodilo Hills in northwest Botswana features over 400 rock art sites with over 4,000 distinct paintings and has been called as the Lover of the Desert. The Tsodilo was designed as a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 2001 and it consists of 4 main hills, which are Main Hill, Female Hill, Child Hill and Nut Hill, with paintings on all 4. This area illustrates human occupancy going back over 100,000 years ago. The western cliff of the hill emits a dazzling light that can be seen for miles around after sunset, earning them a nickname, Copper Bracelet of the Evening among the natives. The Tsodilo is revered by the local population as a site of devotion and resting place for the ancestral spirits. The Humbukushu and San cultures respect its waterholes and hills as a holy cultural environment.
I'll continue with the reasons. Tsodilo Hills in Botswana were chosen because they have great specialty of nature, culture and landscape. It is situated in the middle of southern Africa, halfway between the countries of South Africa, Namibia, Zambia and Zimbabwe. Aside from that, we can learn from their history because after becoming one of the world's first country upon independence in 1966, it quickly became one of the world's fastest growing economies. The Tsodilo Hills are one of the best places on earth to experience nature, wildlife and breathtaking landscapes. Next is potential. Botswana is well renowned for having the best wildlife areas on the African continent. National Park Reserve and wildlife management areas including Tsodilo Hills account for 30% of country total geographical area, and Tsodilo Hills is a cultural site of great global value because its archaeological record contains a chronological picture of human activity and environmental changes spanning at least 100,000 years. And Tsodilo many archaeological sites have a brilliantly preserved record of the Middle Stone Age, Late Stone Age, Iron Age and traditional cultures. And the sites can be discovered in Tsodilo's numerous caves, rock shelters, seasonal camps and towns. And the strata of the Tsodilo Hills contain a wealth of information on the paleo environment. The nearly 4,500 rock art paintings and countless carvings offer a fascinating glimpse into how earlier people interpreted their surroundings and creatively portrayed their way of life. And Tsodilo was included to the World Heritage List on Cultural and Ecological Criteria by the World Heritage Committee in 2001, the list including artistic achievement, archaeological significance, living tradition, and natural poverty. I will explain on the tourism policy. The first one is about legal context of Tsodilo Hills World Heritage Sites. This place falls under the management of the National Museum in terms of the Monuments and Relics Act of 2001. The Act provides for the preservation and protection of ancient monuments, archaeological, historical, and other matters that connected therewith. Next is about their policies. The first one is Rural Development Policy of 2002. It is established a framework for improving the transitional road from the past to the future quality of life for all rural residents. Second policy is Community-Based Strategy for Rural Development February 1997. It is to expand rural economic activities and reduce poverty by significantly increasing the role of community participation in the tourism activities. Next is National Policy on Agricultural Development No. 1 of 1991. The policy suggests that tribal grazing land be fenced, granting people de facto ownership of areas of land rather than the community as a whole. The other policies is National Policy on the Use and Management of Natural Resources draft of February 1999. It was created to support and coordinate the administration of existing acts, create an enabling environment to support community-based natural resources management, and increase opportunities for individuals through the tourism activities. The other policies is Tourism Policy No. 2 of 1990. The goal is to maximize the social and economic benefits of tourist resources, particularly to support rural development and boost revenue in rural regions. The last policy is Ecotourism Strategy of 2002. On a national level, the Department of Tourism has finished the National Plan for the Development of Ecotourism in Botswana, or Tsodilo Hills, with a focus on the development of additional attractions and therefore fostering diversification. Next is about zonation. Tsodilo World Heritage Sites is comprised of a core area and buffer zone.
Next, for the design standard, we will share some interesting information about the design of this place. The first one is raw art. The Tsodilo paintings are distinct from the other sand bushman raw art in terms of both technique and subject matter because they were brush painted. But those at Tsodilo paintings are well known because of the finger painted. Furthermore, 160 cattle are depicted in the same style as white animals, and more geometric design appear here than anywhere else. The Tsodilo animals drawing are bigger than those found elsewhere, and the geometric motifs are simpler. Number 2 is the red paintings. Animals, human beings, and geometric motifs are among the subject of red finger painted renderings. In certain situations, red geometric design superimpose animals. However, geometric design and animals never superimpose human forms. No the picture of cattle ever superimpose other image, which may imply a link or hierarchy. Next is the lead white paintings. White finger painted pictures have a rougher appearance and are formed with a powdered or oily white pigment. More than 200 paintings in this type may be seen in 20 various locations, with a half of these materials occurring alone at white painting shelter. People looking forward with their hands on their hips, figures riding horse, a suspected wagon wheel, and a figure standing on a wagon, as well as rhino, giraffe, and other. Based on our research, the Tsodilo Hills, which is located in Botswana, have many policies in terms of tourism, development, management, and others that we found that are very good and can also guarantee to protect this tourism place from any damage or harm. Also, we found that this destination is a very interesting place and very suitable as the title of our assignment because in terms of the standard design of this place, for us, the design of this place is very unique and has various interesting elements and history that already has its own artistic meaning. But unfortunately, this place is not known much by the tourists for most of the country, and we hope that by making this attraction as the title of our assignment, we can introduce the Tsodilo Hills, Botswana to the people around the world. So, this is a list of references that have been used throughout our assignment until we managed to finish it successfully. We hope that the Tsodilo Hills, Botswana will become an increasingly well-known tourist attraction, and we hope that through this assignment we can introduce this unique place to many people who may never know. That's all from us. Thank you so much for watching and listening.